Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is Lounging with Lisa, the video series that has me lounging while coming at you with thoughts of the day. I am really taken aback right now, appalled, disgusted, almost at a loss for words. Maybe I'll get some outrage going to entertain my friend Mick, who loves it when I'm mad, because I really am kind of mad about something right now, and I want you just to put aside, clear your mind, free your mind, and the rest will follow. Okay, now you see how my brain works, right? And, live, right here in front of you. Okay, I was listening to Thom Hartmann today. As you know, I do have a few issues with Thom Hartmann, and that he doesn't hold the Democratic Party responsible for their actions in life, generally. He does to a certain extent, but it's turned into kind of, anti-Trump stuff all the time, and I don't care for it. I think there's more important things. But this is what really got me mad, ladies and gentlemen. Now, setting aside the actual murder of this individual, Seth Rich, if we can do that, Thom Hartmann was told his audience today that Fox News and somebody in the Trump administration or a higher up or Donald Trump himself colluded together, Fox News and Donald Trump, in order to invent this Seth Rich being the leaker story out of thin air. So the thing with that is there are plenty of independent investigative journalists that have been on the scene. Even Julian Assange has alluded to Seth Rich being the leaker, and WikiLeaks put out a $20,000 reward for anybody who, would lead to the arrest of the individuals responsible for the death of this person. So, sticking with the leaking end, trying to get away from the murder thing, because, just because something happened doesn't automatically mean that, oh my God, Hillary Clinton went out and murdered somebody or whatever. The fact of the matter is that we have plenty of evidence now through that article at Consortium News, through the diligent investigative abilities and information gathering abilities of many independent YouTube people, such as Sane Progressive. I think Jimmy Dore was even on this particular route. H.A. Goodman, Tim Black, other people, independent investigators, actual investigators, overseas publications, and whatnot, that really show that there was something strange going on in terms of Seth Rich, and that he possibly could have been the leaker. Okay, so for Thom Hartmann to come out and say that was really appalling, because it just, there's also total evidence that in their own emails that the DNC colluded with the media in order to get this Russia thing going. There's absolute proof for that this was all a ploy by the Democratic bigwigs to push the Russia narrative. But we don't hear Thom Hartmann going on about that now, do we, ladies and gentlemen? The thing that upsets me about Fox News is, well, quite a few things. In my opinion, they've cried wolf so many times over the years that when they do come out with something decent or reliable or whatever, people aren't going to listen because of some of their insanity connected with the past, where they were very reactionary with some news items or some talking points and stuff like that. I am in no way a defender of Fox News, but I'm going to give credit where credit is due if somebody is unearthing some information pertaining to an important news item. I don't care if it's from right-wing Fox News. I don't care if it's from left-wing whoever. If they are really unpacking a story and speaking truth to power, then I'm going to listen, as I've mentioned in other videos. So a caller did call into Thom Hartmann and explain that he's done his own investigating, and there's a lot of evidence for this situation with Seth Rich, that he was probably the leaker. And Thom just wasn't having any of it, and it really shows me where his loyalty is. He is rounding people up, I guess it sounds kind of strange, back to the Democratic establishment party. And, these parties are terribly corrupt and terrible, in my opinion, and actually I stole the idea from Jesse Ventura. Do we really have any original ideas, ladies and gentlemen, or are we molded by those around us? He said that there should be no parties at all, that people should just run as themselves, and then it's up to the individual, the consumer of the politician, so to speak, or of politics, to unearth the particular policy proposals. In fact, they would have to really run on policy so we would get to know them rather than all this other strange stuff. So now we have people actually saying that Fox News and Donald Trump colluded. When, everything they say is really kind of the opposite in terms of it's really Hillary Clinton that colluded, and that's easily provable, ladies and gentlemen. Read the WikiLeaks. Read the WikiLeaks. I've asked 1,000 times. I know a lot of you have. I know a lot of you realize the severity of this situation. There's a lot of criminal activity going on, being covered up, and it's very upsetting to me because I know, a couple of my regular commenters like Watcher, she wonders why I've stayed with Tom Hartman this long. And, mainly it's for the chat room, to be honest. And also, I do garner some info from him, but I'm not going to waste my time listening to Democratic Party talking points. I can turn on DNC for that and listen to Russia Maddow go on about it. So, it's just, I come at you with a heavy heart because I can't believe how, this is what upsets me the most, is that anybody who questions anything about Seth Rich, you bring up his name, you're automatically labeled a tinfoil hat wearing conspiracy theorist who deserves to spend time at the funny farm, so to speak. That used to be the saying we used back in the day. Like, you can't question anything official anymore for fear of being labeled a conspiracy theorist, tinfoil hat wearer. So I say, I guess, embrace those terms, because I'm not going to be bullied from looking into things and really talking about this kind of terrible thing that happened to this gentleman. One more thing is, even the family is against any further investigation. Well, the family was handled, basically, and given a person who was there, it's a official spokesperson for the family of Seth Rich. Turns out he's been a heavy Democratic operator for years and years. So anybody associated with that crime syndicate, I'm not going to trust. I'm sorry. I'm skeptical. Yeah, go ahead and start calling names and all that stuff. But I don't trust any of these establishment people. I don't trust the Democrats. I don't trust the Republicans. Honest to Pete, it's to the point where, I don't know. Maybe I'm just going to quit talking about this altogether. I know some of you like it. What else am I going to do? Sit here and talk about birdhouses and Todd the cat? I don't even know if it's good for my mental health, because people, I just don't know, ladies and gentlemen. Tell me your views in the comment section below. And thank you so much for tuning into the Lounging with Lisa, the video series that has me lounging while coming at you with thoughts of the day and asking you to please drop your political identity, join with me, focus on issues, and please read the damn WikiLeaks. Read the WikiLeaks. Read the effing Wiki GD leaks. Julian Assange has a 10-year perfect record of being on target. And remember how much you loved those WikiLeaks when they exposed the Bush crime family. Let's keep it level the whole way through. Outrage should be equally distributed. Love you. Bye.